I welcome all of you to the session. In the session, demonstration will be given regarding the usage of Keel software, which is used for executing the 8051 microcontroller programs. In the desktop, you find this icon Keel Microvision 3. Select, double click on it. You need to create a project first. To create a project, go to Project, New Project. And now I will create a folder. I'll create a new folder. So once a folder is created, make sure that all the projects are stored in that folder itself. So I will give a name as microcontroller. So this is the folder that is created, microcontroller. Okay, so I'll double click that. Then I'll create a project. So I'll give a project name as program 1. Okay, you need to save the project. Now you need to select the device which you will be using. We will be using Atmel 89C51. So here you look for Atmel, ATMEL. Select the drop down box. Here you need to select 89C51. Okay, this is AT89C51. This is the device which we will be using. Select, then click OK. Okay, it will ask if a startup code is required. Select no. Once a project is created, the next step is that you need to create a file and the program has to be written in that file. So you can go to File and select New. So here a editor window appears. Here you need to type the program. I will write a basic program. Here I have written a simple program. ORG000H indicates that the program should start from 0000H location in the code memory. Then I am using immediate addressing mode. So this value 0FF, FF value should go to A register. Same value should be transferred to B register. Then a copy of it is given to R0 register. Once the program is written, the next step is that you need to save the program. Go to File and select Save. So you need to look for your folder. So the folder which I have created is microcontroller. So here inside that folder you have to save the file. So I will give the file name as sample1 and I have to give an extension as .asm indicating that it is the assembly level language program that has to be executed. So now the file name is sample.asm. After that you need to save it. Okay, so once the file is created, this file has to be included in the project. Already you have created a project, so project and this file, they are separate entities. You need to include this file in the project. So right click, add, select assembly file. So select sample1, then add. Now you have added this program with the file name sample1 into the project which you had created. Then close it. So once the program is typed, the next step is that you need to check if the program has any errors. Okay, so first you need to compile it. Okay, so you translate the current file. So this assembly level language is converted to machine level language, and if any errors, it will be displayed here. It is showing that there is no error, 0 errors and 0 warning. Okay, so then this program has to be built in the target. So select build target. Okay, so once this is done, the program is ready for execution. So next you need to select debug and select start. Okay, click OK. Now all the available registers in the microcontroller will be displayed here to the left side. So we'll go for step-by-step execution, and let us see how the contents of the register gets changed. So here you can see A and B register values are 0, 0. Now with the execution of this instruction, let us see what happens. So go to step into, that is for step-by-step execution. If you want the program to be executed once for all, you can select run. Now let me go for step-by-step execution. Step into. So now you can see A has got the value FF. Now the same value has to be moved to B register. So B also gets this value FF. And the next instruction is move R0, A. So R0 will get the value FF. Then the program is terminated. If you want to see the contents of the peripherals, go to peripherals, select input outputs. So contents of the serial communication can be checked, timer, everything you can check it here itself. Okay, now once the program is completely executed, then you need to stop debugging. So go to debug, select stop debug session. Okay, this is meant for both start as well as stop. Now select, once you have already started, next time it will be stopping the debugging session. So debugging session is complete. After that you need to go to project and then select close project. So all the steps are mandatory. You need to be very careful. Once the program execution is complete, please don't forget to close the project. Okay. After that you can close the window. Thank you.